Hello, class. This is Randy Gaines responding for our second discussion. And the two questions I chose to do are: what is the role of the nurse to promote health in a faith community? And what are some of the unique challenges faced by the nurses practicing in a faith community? Um, Lucky for me, I come from a faith-based community, so I have a little bit of experience with that. Um, Anywho, I have three different articles or places that I read, and got information from. One was our text, the Lundy text, the Community Health Nursing, Caring for the Public Health, third edition. Then an article by Anerby and DeLilly, Faith Community Nursing, Supporting the Mental Health During Life Transitions. And the Chudik, I believe is how you say it, Come All Ye Faithful, Diversity in Faith Community Nursing. And it was an online article from Minority Nurse. So, to answer the first question, what is the role of the nurse to promote health in community? Well, from what I took from the readings, the definition, or the one that I'll cite for right now, came from the Anerby article, and it said we are supposed to provide social support, spiritual care, referral services, and health and education. Um, that's a lot. The faith-based nurse has an interesting job to do. Um, it's all encompassing, and a lot of it has to do with not only their faith, but from what I can tell, it's a whole lot of rapport building, getting people from different cultures to trust you when their culture might tell you not to trust you. Um, and not only that, but actually getting them to buy into the education that you're trying to provide for them. Okay, and so that was the answer to what the community nurse is supposed to, or the faith-based person is supposed to be doing. Some of the challenges they face are also multifaceted, just like their job description. Different cultures come with different issues as it relates to health in general. Some cultures actually, especially when it comes to faith, some people don't believe in medicine, or Western medicine, if you want to call it that. So the buy-in might be completely different. Some people actually think that if they're sick, maybe they didn't believe enough, or that they're being punished by God. And if that's the belief, that's the actual belief, trying to get them to change something that their family and themselves have been taught their whole life, they might not be readily ready to buy into that. The other issues are, some people have learned to distrust. I know our community, our main text, the Lundy text, referred to the African American community and their distrust. And rightfully so, because there were experiments done. It's been a lot of stuff that they've kind of done, and I'm not really sure I would trust people either if I looked at the history. I could see it's a lot of conspiracy theories, but some of the conspiracies actually came from bad deeds of others, and it is kind of played forward into present day. Um, some people actually think you can just pray illness away, which I'm definitely a believer, but I also believe in science. And if God wouldn't have put us here to be able to fix things, if that also wasn't his will. So it can be different. Um, in um, the minority article, it and the main Lundy text both actually talked about the different biases or whatever you like to call them when it comes to different religions. One of them I looked at was Islam, which before now the only I know some of the practices in the hospital, but not outside of the hospital. But according to the text, the sorry, according to the text, some of the people that practice Islam, they are not allowed to. The men and women do not mix together at the mosque. So when they wanted to do what do you call them? If they wanted to do like a screening or something, they actually have to have two separate locations because the females can't bear. It's not even just being undressed, but it's like some things they just can't even be exposed. Like their skin can't be exposed to where one of the males might see it, so they have to stay separate, which can pose a problem because you might not have two separate locations you can put them, or maybe you have to do it on separate days or whatever. They also discussed some Latino communities. One of the things that they are having issues with right now is some of them might be undocumented. But if they're undocumented but they need medical help, they won't seek it out because it's I'm either be sick or get deported back to where I'm already trying not to be. And then the text or the article about the Chedwick one, the diversity in community nursing. That one actually pointed out a program that we have at CMC Maine, I believe is what they're indicating. It is called a Faith Community Health Ministry, and it's a program at Carolina Health System in Charlotte. It uses a model that makes it possible for the hospital system to meet the needs of virtually any community. And from what the article cited, it said that they have come up with these community, what do you call them? Partnerships. So community partnerships that allow the persons in the community, whether it be Hindu, Buddhism, Muslim, whomever, they give them access to their patients. And so somebody specifically from that community can come to the hospital or wherever and kind of help facilitate whatever needs to be done with the demographic or the person. So those were the two questions, and I'll be waiting to respond to you.